All right, everyone. Welcome. It's been a while. Been out of chess for about 7 months. Changed careers. Took on a lot of responsibility. Just haven't had time to study or play or stream. Getting to a place now where I'm getting a little more free time and ready to get back at it. Coming back, I've had a few games over the board recently. Maybe 10, 12 games in total over the last few weeks. I haven't been online at all until just the other night. I didn't record or stream. I fully expected to just drop 100, 200 ELO coming back. But I didn't. I actually won against an opponent. A good 100 plus on me. So maybe I can just jump right back into doing things. Try to play at least a game or two every night, and go from there. But because I didn't record that last game, wanted to do a review. I was quite proud of myself. Pulled off a win. But probably shouldn't have had. I did some swindling. Felt like. Let's take a look at it. All right. All right. So. All right. So I'm going for a Stonewall. Let me slow this down. Everything's booked to this point. Now I'm looking to get Bishop out. Looking to get Knight here, Pawn push here, Knight out, eventually to E5. Let's keep going. Okay, as planned. So this knight comes here to defend E4. Black would love to get their knight in there eventually. All right, so in this line, I'm supposed to take, and I did. It's just one of the variant lines in this opening system. Don't like it. I'd almost prefer to sit back, play C3, drop the bishop back, if and when they push the pawn. I'm perfectly happy with that scenario. But what we don't want is them taking us here. So yeah, I guess we just rip the band-aid off and go. There'll be some lines where this happens and their dark square bishop is still blocked in, and you get the opportunity to push b4 and create some play on the queen side. So, because I've lost my d4 pawn, I'm not going to continue with the normal Stonewall formation because I just don't have it. So therefore, knight comes out to a very natural square instead of pushing that f pawn. Castles, castles, all standard. Both B moves here, but because of that d pawn exchange, I'm not feeling comfortable here. I don't know the lines well enough. And at this moment in the game, that's kind of what I was putting together. But at the same time, I was thinking, okay, just I have to play chess now. And that's one thing I like about this Stonewall system is there are lines that prepare you for this kind of stuff. All right. So I'm targeting the bishop, of course. Better move would have been c4. Maybe. Simply because I've already moved the knight once. But it is a one-move threat. That bishop is undefended, so defends it. And now I figure out the pawn push. All I'm doing is trying to target his center now, right? I want to disrupt his nice pawn chain. Standard developing move. I should do the same. So I did what I came there to do. Disrupt that center. And regain control of the center. Alright, yeah, that was a good move. I guess I should have the analysis running just to see what the computer says. You know what? Let's run that back. Sorry, y'all. I'm a bit rusty at all this stuff. But why isn't it doing the game?
This wins a pawn.
Control is good. Bear with me. I don't know what I'm doing here. Game of this is what we want.
You won with a nice mid-game mating tactic, turning an even game into victory.
Okay. 81.8 accuracy to her 78. Played like a 1750, she like a 1650. No blunders, great. 3 mistakes. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, I had some struggles, so yeah, I can see that. So,
Opening with the queen's pawn controls the Indian game. That pawn, this move your opponent makes. You are bringing your opponent is recaptures. Developing the knight, they chose king's castling on the same side of the board as their knight comes into play. It is better to avoid moving the same piece in the opening.
Yeah. But I did it for...
They move the bishop to safety. This move is okay, but not what I would have played.
Yeah, it was saying that that bishop should draw back to keep that control of that diagonal. So it didn't like that pawn push as much this time. It wanted the knight to go right back. Okay.
They slipped up a bit here. Not the worst move, but definitely not the best.
Should have taken... Oh.
You trade off equal material. This is a fair trade. You kick the opposing knight with a pawn for... This move puts their knight on a safer square. You gain time because your opponent must deal with your threat.
Let's deal with the threat. I was just putting it on an active diagonal, aggressive, controlling the center. Okay.
They defended their bishop, which was under attack.
Oh, yeah. So I had a discovered attack on his bishop, her bishop. After I had moved the bishop out.
Very good choice.
Developing the bishop was stronger. Yeah?
They are right on target. You create luft for the king, providing it an escape square.
This one bothered me. Right? We got this battery lined up. I kind of panicked, I guess. You know, I was worried about that too much. And I say too much because I wasn't considering the fact that I had the pawn covered with the knight. So I didn't have to worry about that bishop coming in there. And that's why bishop back is best. Not a move I would make. It's just early defensive prep. That's a little passive for my taste. Okay.
They offer a fair trade of pieces.
Sure. Material's even. I'm uncomfortable. Playing chess. I try to win an end game here. This is kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, okay. Beginning
That was a fair trade. Takes back. You overlooked a better way to move a bishop to safety.
So, I was under attack there. No defense. So I brought it here because of the queen defender. And supporting my center. Bishop going to e2. Why is it that much better? It's not locked in by a pawn. Can go either direction. Maybe. This is the kind of stuff that I'll probably enjoy going back to one day, when I'm much higher elo. And just thinking about these thought processes. Get it?
You got lucky here. Your opponent missed the chance to capitalize on your mistake.
Mistake. I don't see this. What did Black have after? It's going to be when I'll analyze that deeper off screen. Yeah, I don't understand.
Develops the bishop and attacks the center.
I don't remember doing that. Or why exactly? Just controlling the center is all I was after. Yeah, that's it. It was just a move. Didn't consider the queen. Okay.
They exchange pieces of equal value. That was an even. You are forced to isolate a pawn. You take back.
Yeah. sucks, but it's pretty ugly. Because, here comes the queen. Right? Ugh. And, I'm worried about it, being exposed. What would I do now? Which am I on? That's what I did.
I like their choice.
Okay, so what did I? You should be talking right. Okay.
Your pawn is no longer hanging and is now defended. They made one of the top moves in this position.
Yeah. Good, it's defended. Looks to the middle.
A knight in the center controls more squares.
Actually, the best move. Okay. Yeah. What was my knight doing? Nothing. Clogging up the lane for that black rook. Yeah. Yeah. I've had a drink already, also. I'm not gonna remember how why I did everything.
They are threatening to capture a knight and win material after the follow-up trades.
Okay. Oh. So there. Take. Take. Is that? I guess that's the word. I don't think I saw that. Gotta defend it. Right? So rook. Which rook? E rook. So I intend to put the A rook on C. Wow.
You permitted the opponent to win material through an eventual pin.
So one of those misses I had. Should have taken the bishop. These are opening up, right? My bishop's going to be strong. Yeah. I love my knights too much, that's why. I will trade when you're supposed to like that. I just didn't. I'm trying to get more developed versus exchanging.
They missed a chance to tactically win a queen.
What are you talking? What? Hey. Ooh-wee. Don't understand that. Not obligated to capture the bishop. Let's say, takes. I don't know what was the point. There's no. Sorry. I don't know if it's my age that I'm not able to calculate this quickly enough, or at all. I can't calculate how I lose a queen. Let's move on.
You exchange pieces of equal value.
Finally.
They missed a chance to recapture a piece.
Capture the pawn? That wouldn't work, computer? What? And create an isolated pawn? When we've got connected pawns that are going to turn into a passer? What? Shoo-wee. My 1200-ish mind does not follow. Nope. I'm just going to move on.
There was only one good move, but you were moving fast and didn't see it.
Yeah. That sucks. Yeah, just, knee-jerk recapture. I had better. It would have been pretty. And it would have got my knight out of danger. Man, I just threw away that knight. That's a rookie mistake. That's embarrassing. Man. How did I miss that? And I'm all about the knights. Okay.
This is the only good move. This is a fair trade.
Really good move. Oh, because I had the backward mate. Okay. You big dummy. That's because before, had it recaptured, and I was eyeballing that the whole time during the game. That's why I left the knight there. That I should have moved it. Man. Would have been a much easier game. Should have completely would have changed things. Because at this point I'm fighting. And my king's exposed. And it's a fight. Yeah, I feel like I'm worse. Really look at the bar. That's not something I use much. So I'm like, almost -2 or something? Yeah, definitely not winning. Okay.
Good job stepping in to defend your pawn.
Yeah. Picking up the 3D while defending, sure. That's all good.
They attacked your rook, gaining time as it must move away.
Oh no, I'm not back right. So at this point, I'm calculating. Okay, how do I use my heavy pieces to get this done? Like knock out. And I'm doing different calculations and can't really come up with a quick finish.
You missed an opportunity to threaten checkmate.
Yeah. Would attack the rook, threaten checkmate. So, rook goes over there by the king. But then it's... in that case, if my queen's here, and the rook comes over, queen takes... Takes, yeah. Oh, I stayed small. Alright.
Precise move from your opponent. You escape the check from the queen.
Only move.
They played the strongest move available.
Sure. Now, to block with the pawn. Step back. Block with the pawn. He just takes f4. And the bow. I think I went backwards.
You dodge the check, moving your king out of harm's way.
Should have gone out. I'm seeing that now. Plenty of time on the clock. He's up the pawn.
They overlooked an opportunity to capture a free pawn.
Yeah, that move confused me. Oh yeah, it's just all all about defense. Right, because I'm about to bring the pain. Would have been accomplished by taking the pawn. Okay, so I'm calculating now. How do I get this done? All right, I gotta put a thread on that rook. And I now see the beautiful queen sacrifice. Can't take because of mate. I think I just put the thread on it.
You overlooked an opportunity to threaten checkmate. They move the rook to safety.
Yeah, so calculated. Then here I am again. I don't remember what I did. Probably gonna just be greedy and eat that pawn up.
Not the best move, but not bad either.
Yeah. Had a passer. What do you do when you have a pass pawn? Everybody, push it. Eliminated a threat though, and put us even material-wise. Huge imbalance. With pawns on the king side. They're 4 connected pawns versus my scattered mess. All right.
They are right on target.
Yeah.
There was only one good move, and you found it. You step your king away from the checking queen.
Yeah.
Precise move from your opponent.
Sure. Yeah. Makes sense. How do I finish? I've got to get the finish somehow. Alright. Another one. Yeah.
Yes, this is the way.
Sure.
They played the strongest move available.
And that pawn is looking like a beautiful tool to walk with.
This move cuts off the check from the queen, keeping your king safe. This move creates an escape square for your opponent's king.
I was expecting a check to come. I'm up a bit on time. Losing, right? Based on position. I've got attacking opportunities, but still losing. So I gotta get this done. Not gonna win an endgame. So trading queens is off the table. Let's do. Since it's an end game, even with queens on the board, gotta activate the game.
You had a better option, but this is not bad.
I don't know what that queen would do there. Yeah, I get the control of that long diagonal. But at this point, there's just not enough pieces to really get a good attack going. Everything's going to be defended. So my chess brain doesn't understand the importance of Queen D3.
They did not find the right idea.
Yeah, so Queen could swing over and with the assistance of pawns.
Well done, an excellent move.
H4 was better. I wanted that square available to me if I needed to run, from queen checks. I wasn't thinking about pushing that. I guess I was thinking of swinging over, trying to instigate some pawn pushes. I don't remember exactly what I was thinking.
They defended their pawn, which was under attack.
Oh, you could have. I was attacking. Yeah.
This move is okay, but not what I would have played.
I didn't want to put that pawn up there and, not be able to go forward. Yeah, I don't like that computer.
Their move sets up a fork, and your queen could be lost with precise play. They are threatening to checkmate the king.
Queen could be lost with precise play. So at this point, I was just thinking of using my king as a piece. They're valuable in many games. And I was looking at going forward to create the the horrible situation I've been in, and many times with pawns too close to my king. When I haven't given them the respect that they deserve. So here, I'm looking to get my king to h6 so that I can deliver mate. And what? Okay. And then they brought the queen here. So now, queen's all upon me. Yeah. So, my plan is what needs to be done. How is black winning my queen with precise play? That I just sit there with my king. I did something stupid. Yeah, it's over. I don't know how they were going to get the queen. For a higher yellow, I'll definitely revisiting this.
You prevented your opponent from being able to checkmate the king. This move gives you the opportunity to win their queen. They missed a chance to win a queen through a fork.
Yeah, I saw that fork. I was worried about it. I knew I had. It was at this moment he knew he had screwed up. But when you do the calculations, I can get a perpetual check draw is what I calculated. Does that hold up? For Or takes check. Check. And back and forth. Yeah. So I knew I had a draw. Right, yeah. That's assuming takes. There's nothing better. Yeah. Yeah, so I had a draw, you know, and I'm planning for that.
This is the way to win a queen.
Computer keeps saying that.
Their pawn attacks your queen, kicking it out of its current position.
Sure. So I can go get the draw? Or do I have better? But no. Yeah, big dummy. No. Hey. Yeah, so I've got to check with every move. I've got to get the draw, but I did something else.
You're still on the road to checkmate. This wins a queen.
The queen over was the better move. Because I'm defending my pawn. Okay.
They move their king out of the check from your rook. Your move gets closer to checkmate. This move wins a queen.
Right. So I have to worry about that. Yeah. When's the queen? It has to.
Your opponent created a passed pawn, giving it a clear path toward promotion. You're continuing down the road to checkmate. You captured that free queen.
So I probably have a minute left. I resigned. I was thinking that say maybe it would flat, you know, should flag. Clearly, it's coming. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, won that queen like the computer said. Okay, computer. Here's to you. Yeah. It's just a two-mover now. So, all right. Sorry, I'm a bit rusty. Looking forward to getting back into this. Playing, I hope I can play each day and stream a game or two. Hard part for me is this is the time of day when I can play. It's also the time of day when I can play. I'll probably end up playing on that other account a good bit. I think I'm somewhere around 950 on that. It's probably where I'm, unfortunately, we'll be getting a lot of my games. I want to build this account up. I want to get to fishing. I feel like I could do it. the stuff I've been studying lately. Chessfood.com. Their program is awesome. I've almost completed all of the what I call their major courses. They have a bajillion opening repertoires, videos, courses that I probably won't touch the majority of them. Unless it's 15 years down the road, 10, 15 years, and a much higher ELO. I don't need to worry about all those opens. We don't, as improvers, in this range. But man, all that other stuff that they have, it's what separates a 1000 from a 1500. And I've been binging, been training, studying hard as of late. I got those over the board games going over the last few weeks. A lot of study, and I'm listening to podcasts a lot. I've got an hour commute, another half hour on the road, for bank runs and such. Some binging podcasts, which is really keeping chess in the front of my brain, like 24/7. That's like I've got that addiction running hard right now. I feel like a 1500. The way I'm thinking. A lot of times that might not have been so evident with this game. I don't know. I think things will work out, and I'm just gotta get on here more and play. So until then, till next time, I love you.